Hey guys, I'm at the movies again tonight, and I'm going to go see the new Marvel movie, The Eternals. And the interesting part about this is I've never seen a Marvel movie as of yet score so low as this movie has been as of recently. The Rotten Tomato meter for the critics, audience score hasn't come in yet, but for the critics it's at a 51%. That's I don't know whether that's telling or not. You listen to some people and it's not, but I tend to agree with the critics, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, that's what we're going to go see tonight. I'm going to go see that in just a few seconds. I'll be right back to let you know what I think about the Eternals. All right, see you, bye. Hey guys, I just got done watching a movie. Let's go over the plot real quick before I get into how much I hated this movie. Basically, what we got are we got this celestial who pretty much is God. He creates the heavens and the earths, and because of that, he creates these two life forms. One being the Eternals and one being the Deviants. And the Deviants are supposed to be there to eradicate, to hunt down the apex predators so that human life can flourish. And but something goes wrong with the Deviants, so the Eternals were created to hunt down the Deviants and to eradicate them, to stop them from eradicating the humans. That's basically what we got going on here. It's a really long story, and to be honest with you, it's not really all that worth it. The pitfall of this movie is it's boring. It's just boring. Let me compare it to Shang-Chi real quick. Shang-Chi, there was a lot of downtime in that movie. There was a lot of time when we got to learn about the characters, and we had character moments in that movie, but it grabbed our attention in the very beginning with that really excellent bus scene where he it establishes that not only is it a genre film, it's a kung fu movie film, but it gives us a really good action sequence to grab our attention so that when we're kind of slow down and start those character moments, we're invested in those characters. We had a really kind of a lukewarm action sequence in the very beginning of this movie, and it really didn't grab our attention. So I didn't feel invested in these characters. These characters, although their powers are defined, I didn't find their characters themselves but all that defined in themselves. We only got to really meet and learn two or three of these characters and who they were. This movie had several flaws in it. The Deviants, I know there was a purpose to them. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure what it was. It was at the end, it just seemed like they had a motivation that they kept on alluding to, and it never got around to it. It never got around to explaining it. Not only that, but there was a love interest in there between the two main characters that I felt it was kind of awkward, and it never really paid off. There was an end to it, and there was a reason for it, but I didn't buy their romance. They were pretty stiff about it, and it just didn't seem like they had any chemistry between them. Guys, this movie was not anything great. Here's my the best advice I can give you is I'm positive this movie is going to spend probably about 2 to 3 weeks in the theater, and then gracefully, very quietly, it's going to end up on Disney Plus to try to make up the money that they spent on making this movie, because I really don't see that many people going out to see this movie, especially with the bad press that it's getting right now. Really kind of an awkward side note, the costumes themselves, the look of the film, the locations were beautiful, but I didn't find the art design of it all that great. But and not only that, but costumes themselves looked kind of drab, and they kind of toned them down. I remember seeing, I remember the comic. And their costume seemed a little more impressive in the comic than it did in the movie. And I think they should have borrowed more of that design, and they kind of got away from that in this movie. That's it. I would not recommend seeing it in the theater. I would totally recommend, if you're a die-hard Marvel fan, then wait for it to come on Disney Plus. If you're not, if you are a casual fan of these movies, then I wouldn't see a harm in skipping this movie completely. It was not worth the attention of the casual watcher. Only the ultra fan that I am would I recommend seeing this movie. If you would push me to give you a score on this, I would have to say 50%. You know, I think the Rotten Tomato, what was it, 51%? So, yeah, a 50% is a pretty good and accurate as far as I'm concerned. There were some scenes in it that I could take away and say that they were good. For the most part, the movie was just an exercise in boredom. It wasn't worth anything to run out and see like I did. So that's it, guys. 50% is the best I'm going to give this film. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, but other than that, I'm going to get out of here, guys. As always, I do wish everybody peace. Montane, I'll talk to you guys later, and goodbye.